So who's gonna start?
You're gonna tell him?
I thought you were gonna start.
You want me to start?
Because mine is like a little bit cloudy.
So you don't remember how we met? You don't remember how we met?
I do!
You don't remember how we met?
What if I put a ring on you? What if I put a ring on you? Right now, don't let me wait for you. You know that my love is true. Something about the way you move, I wanna escape with you. The way that you touching my body, I know it, I know it. You making me wanna get down on one knee and propose it. So I told her right now, we should go ahead and get married right now.
I gotta get ready for you guys. I gotta get spiffy. This ain't no, this ain't, you know, this is a new page
you already
now.
know her. She's looking fly. She always comes fly. And you guys who already been here from Love KNR, you guys already know she fly.
We're gonna jump right into how we met. And
how we met.
Goddamn, it's been a while.
Wow. Years.
How many years now?
Probably 10. It's been a while, you know what I mean? It still makes me smile to this day because it's like, yo, she's finally beside me.
I've known you for so long.
I know. So we're gonna tell you guys the story of how we met. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Y'all need to get some water.
Okay.
And you need to get some popcorn because this might, you know, be a little 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we gotta get this.
No, we gotta shorten it, man.
We gotta get it a whole 9 yards. All right, we'll shorten it. We'll shorten it. Summarize.
Okay, short and sweet. We promise.
Right.
Okay, so. Where the hell do we start?
Where do you start? First and foremost, before we even get into this, man, I just want to let you know I'm a happy man. I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely blessed in my life because, you know, having Kristen by my side is a blessing. It's a dream come true. I literally prayed for God for her, you know what I mean, and she came through. But let me just run you down to my side of the story.
Can we just tell you guys the inside joke here? So he says that he prayed to God for me, but in reality, he had a shrine and he took like a piece of my hair, and then he did some voodoo. That's
what she says because she cannot believe it, you know what I mean? But it's just that
the way it went down.
I had the juice. That's all it is.
Okay.
I had the ice in my veins.
Okay. Okay.
So anyway, so basically what happened was I grew up with this girl. You know, she's very close to us. She's like definitely I call her my sister. She is my sister. Her name is Crystal. And Crystal was really good friends with Kristen.
Yeah, best friends.
Best friends, yeah. That's literally her best friend till today. Like,
besties.
Crystal, I love you. I appreciate you because without you, your help,
this wouldn't be possible. Anywhere.
Although you played me a little bit, you know, through the process. We're gonna talk about that.
She did not.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
So anyways, so one day, it was July 1st or something like that.
Oh yes.
It was Canada Day.
Yes.
And you were with your friends, and I was like, yo.
Hold on, we have to say where we were. So we were at a park.
Right.
And typically on Canada Day, at this specific park,
there are fireworks.
There's fireworks, and there's a path you can walk along. And you just see different types of people. Like you say hi, you say what's up. It's like a gathering space for Canada Day.
And anyways, I was with my dogs, you know what I mean? And I walked by, and I seen Crystal, and I seen her with her friends, and then I seen Kristen, and I was like, yo, hold on, who's that?
And mind you, at this point in time, I didn't see him, I didn't know who he was, I didn't turn my neck, nothing. He was spying at me from a block away. I don't know.
I wasn't even spying, but low-key, like I said, yo, I was starstruck from the moment I seen her. I was like, damn, bro, that girl's fire. So then, anyways, mind you, I was so shy, so I didn't talk to her that day. But you know, as soon as I got home, you already know what it is. I called Kristen. I'm like, yo, who's that girl you're with? She's like, oh, that's my friend. Like, I'm like, yeah, Kristen. I'm like, yo, I want to meet her. I want to talk to her. And I was trying her, and I was trying her, and I was trying her. She's like, oh yeah, she doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have a phone. I'm like, what do you mean she doesn't have a phone? She doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have Facebook. Them times there was no Instagram.
A phone.
Right. Those times there was no Instagram. There was just MSN and them things. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, whatever, bro. Boom. I'm like, yo, so can I get her number? Long story short, she said no. So I was like, all right, cool. And I kept messaging her till one day I was like, hey, can we all meet up and go to the movies?
At the movies.
Yeah, so we all met up and we went to the movies. And when I met her for the first time, I was just like in awe. I got to sit beside her, of course, you know what I mean? I bought her a little popcorn.
I was so shy back then.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened at the movies, but I just remember us walking, crossing.
We met
you
here.
Met here at my house.
First.
And it would be crazy if they seen that picture. I think we have to pull up that picture to show you guys.
I don't know if I have it.
Yeah, if we can find a picture, we'll show you that same day that we met. And after that, it was basically just a roller coaster, you know what I mean? I was talking to her that whole summer from 7 to 7, every single day. You know what I mean? I would call her, she'd be like, oh, I gotta go brush my teeth, let me come back. And she would come back. You know, it was just long, and it was like amazing because we became such close friends.
Yeah, we were great friends.
In my head, though, you know what I mean? I was working to her to be my shorty, but in her head, I was just her friend. Strictly
a friend. Strictly friend vibes, okay?
So them times now, I'm like, okay, whatever. Every time I seen her, I'm like, you know you're going to be my girl, right? You know that. You know that. You feel me? And then she's like,
used to say it.
She's like, ew, no, like, are you crazy? You're just my friend, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, whatever. And I kept persisting and persisting.
Oh my gosh.
Mind you, I went to university for about 5 years. I left the country. I lost contact with her during that summer because one day I called her and she just disappeared. She vanished off the earth.
Because for me, because I didn't have a phone and it's not summer anymore, so now I gotta go to school and really focus. And me and my schoolwork, we don't play. All right, so I needed my straight A's. So all boys, all everything, you know, strictly schoolwork.
Right. So she vanished off the earth, and I lost contact with her for about 2 years. Then I went to the States. Yeah, it was a minute. I went to the States to play. Obviously, I got a full scholarship out there. I was playing university ball. And one day I came back. And I went to a baby shower of one of my good friends. And there's this girl. Her name is Showtime. And she's like, hey, whatever happened to that girl that you used to talk about all the time? Because mind you, I used to talk about Kristen like she is my girlfriend. And she wasn't.
And I didn't know any of that. He's out here in the streets saying that I'm his girl.
No. I never said you're my girl, but I just said, yo, this is a girl that
everyone
I really
knew
like.
about me.
And, you know, she's about to be mine. You feel me? So that's what I was saying back then. I was moving reckless.
Dangerous.
But I had a goal. And I knew what I wanted. I knew I wasn't going to stop. So anyways, boom, I came back home and that girl's like, yo, whatever happened to her? And I was like, man, you know, I can never find her. So I was like, okay. She's like, you know what? I seen her on Instagram. I'm like, you seen her on Instagram? What's her Instagram?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know it. And then I was like, wow.
It was like a wild goose chase.
So basically, I'm like, okay, what's her name? I'm like, Kristen. And I was trying to figure out different things to type in to have her pop up because I couldn't find her. And then I remembered her middle name and I was like, okay, boom. I typed it in, bam! She came up and I was like, yeah!
How did you remember my middle name?
Because I was crazy about her from the
moment. Like, I'm telling you guys, this is where the shrine comes in. Because how the hell did you remember that?
I did, man.
It was cute, though. That's cute.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I DM'd her. Boom. I'm like, hey,
I remember this.
Do you remember me?
So, let me take it from here, guys.
What happened?
I remember this. So, he messaged me on Instagram, and he was like, hey, do you remember me? It's Reef. And I was like, Reef? Like, this is my longtime friend. Like, what's up?
But hold on.
And at that
Before you get there, how long did it take you to send me that message? It took her about 3 weeks to send me that message. You know what? So when she responded to me in my head, I'm like, you know? That's what I was like, yo, you know? Like, how do you just respond now after 3 weeks? Like, oh, how can I forget? Continue.
So we're just gonna slide that in.
Yeah, I just slide that in straight.
Okay, anyways, so I messaged back and I was like, what's up, Reef? Wasn't I in Cuba at the time?
Yes.
Okay,
like
I was
just
on
got
vacation.
Back from Cuba. Yeah.
Yeah. And then No, we need to go back just a little bit because even before he found me on Instagram, I found him.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like
but you never
searching
said nothing, though.
on like the Explore page or something. No, I didn't, because when I went to your page, you had a girlfriend, and I was like, oh, like I'm not gonna message him, even though he is my friend. Like I don't want to mess anything up. I don't know if his girl is possessive or something. I don't know, right? So I go to his page, I see his girlfriend, and I didn't think anything of it. I just said, okay, he's like happy now. He's doing his thing. I'm just gonna leave it alone because we haven't spoken so long.
Yeah.
And then you found me, I guess, a little while after.
And then she had a boyfriend.
I had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And we were in Cuba together.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why it took so long to respond, because it wasn't on the top of my mind. You know?
She definitely seen the message. Like, how could I not remember you?
No, I don't even think I got the DM because I didn't have Wi-Fi or anything on vacation.
At the end of the day, so boom, fast forward 3 weeks later, I'm like, yo, let me try again. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, it's me. It's me. Like, yo, why aren't you responding?
Right.
You feel me? Nothing. I was like, yo, what the hell? So I'm like, you know what? Let me give this one last shot and see if she responds. I messaged her one more time, and she finally responded. Boom, I was so happy. We started talking for like a week, and then she went MIA again.
Yeah, because school came back.
She went MIA again. I was like, that's cool. But fast forward, December came, and I always came home for December. So I was like,
for Christmas.
Yeah, so I messaged her, and I'm like, hey, I'm coming home. And she's like, yeah, you're coming home. Let's link up. Done. Boom. First day I landed, straight off the plane. I called her. Boom. I pulled up to Crystal's house.
It wasn't.
Parked up.
Okay, it didn't happen this smoothly.
Stop this.
What happened was you came back to Canada. You messaged Crystal first. Okay. And then you said,
straight off the plane.
Yeah, let's all meet up. I'm going to come to your house.
Yes, I organized this before I even came here. So the first day I landed, you feel me? I went to Crystal's house to meet her. Done.
Like you couldn't even just settle in at home.
I could not settle.
Go to Crystal's house.
There was no settling. I already had my mind made up. I'm like, yo, this girl right here, I'm not giving up. She's gonna be mine. And it was over from there. Met up at Crystal's house, and literally our relationship was like, it never changed. Even though we didn't talk.
It was like years ago, like best friend status still.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, oh my gosh, she even got even more beautiful. Like,
so let me put this into perspective. When I showed up to Crystal's house on that day, and then I came inside, you were already inside, and you and Crystal were sitting at the table. I remember correctly. You were at the edge of the table, and she was a little bit on the left.
I don't remember that at
all. I remember this.
I thought I came
correctly.
in.
I remember it so vividly because when I came in to sit at the table and I sat down, your eyes just lit up like a deer in headlights. I'm telling you guys, he was like that. And from then I knew, I'm like, okay, this guy, he's still trying to press. But at this point, did you still have a girlfriend or no?
Yeah, I did. Low key, I still had a girlfriend. She still had a boyfriend, so it was just a friend thing at that point.
Completely.
You know? It was a friend thing.
But your eyes were still lighting up though.
They were still lighting up. It was just a friend thing, but I always knew, like, you know, like I had more feelings for her more than just a friend. So I would always tell her, low key, I'm like, yo, one day you're gonna be my wifey though. I'm just letting you know that. And she would always brush it off and things. So you know, long story short, we hanged out the whole 3 or 4 weeks that I was home for Christmas. And then I went back to the States. And, you know, we just kept talking. We kept talking. And then, you know, it was my final year. And I had a decision to literally...
Oh, yes, this was crazy.
Yeah, I had a decision.
Guys, listen to this.
I had a decision to literally stay in the States, you know, get a job and go there. Or...
Permanently.
Yeah, permanently. And I was already putting my paperwork. And mind you, I already put in my paperwork to stay there. That was my choice. But then I started talking to Kristen again. And then, like, she kept saying, like, are you sure you're coming home? Like, are you coming home? Are you coming home? Are you coming home? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. But I wasn't really coming. And she's like, are you sure you're coming? And she kept going. She kept asking me randomly. Like, she literally kept asking me out of nowhere.
Says this,
what are you saying?
But, like, I was asking in a friendly way. Like, I really wanted to know, like, what you were doing with your life. If you're staying in Canada or if you're staying in America. Like,
it was literally like, okay, if this guy comes home, he's gonna be mine. If he goes in the States, he is it. So anyways, mind you, in my head, I'm like, yo, this is my opportunity right now. So forget the paperwork. I called them right away. I said, yo, cancel that. Give me my money back. I ain't even staying there. I flew home.
Yeah.
Boom. I flew home, and I knew at that point it was gonna be over from there. And then
he had a goal, and he was trying to be like really persistent, and he wanted to stick to it because he wanted to just snatch me up like a little turtle. You know what I'm saying?
So now I'm back in Canada, right? So it's like, okay, you know, what's next? So I'm like, hey, I was working out actually. I used to go to the gym.
He was so ripped, guys. Like his abs were insane.
Ripped, them times I was so ripped. I was like 5% body fat. I was skinny. You know, abs galore. But anyways.
But hold on. When you came back to Canada for the first time, when we all met at Crystal's house, I was surprised to see what you looked like, because when we first met, before you even left for the States, you were the skinniest, twig I could ever possibly think of. You were like this.
Nah, no way.
Reef, you were so tiny.
Yeah, I was.
And then when I first saw you when you came back, I was like, where did you get all this muscle?
Yeah.
And your body, it was just, till this day, it's so big and I don't understand how.
Yo,
I just had to say that.
Squats, you feel me?
Yeah, enough squats.
Enough squats. Every single day, I would go to her house. Mind you, she lives about 25 minutes?
30.
25, 30 minutes from me. I would drive over there, pick her up.
Yeah.
Drive all the way back down to where I live, where my gym was. Okay, we would work out, drive to my house. You know what I mean? Because she loved my protein shake. She literally loved the shake.
Let's not skip the part where we were working out at the gym and you kept trying to get really close to me. Like, you know, trainers have to be close to their...
Nah, she's tripping. She's super
tripping.
tripping.
Yes, you were.
I never once crossed the boundaries.
But you wanted to.
I mean, you can say what she wants to say. I plead the fifth, you feel me?
Okay.
You can say whatever, but I never crossed that boundary. It was always like, you know, I know my place. I know, you know, we're just friends. Never crossed that boundary. In my mind, probably crossed it multiple times.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I never made those moves. So anyways, drive back to my house, make a protein shake. I would drive then we would chill here for a little bit. You know what I mean? Then I would drive.
Would we here at like, what, 2 a.m.?
Late. Late.
Really late.
Drive all the way back to her house. Chill a little bit more. You know, then I would have to drive all the way back at like 4 a.m. every day.
Dead tired.
Dead tired. Sometimes I was falling asleep, you know. But
I'd have to text me and be like, did you make it home?
Yeah.
And you were always confident in your answer. You would always be like, yes. Yeah. But then the next day he'd always tell me like, yo, I was dead tired on the way home.
I was dying. And I did this literally every day for maybe 2 months or so. And then we would start going out to dinner. We would start chilling more, and boom, one day I was just like, yo.
And at this time, me and my boyfriend were having problems, so we already broken up, and we were just spending more and more time. And at this point in time, it was still like a friendship thing.
For her.
It was like, for me, it was feelings of like back in the day, like, yes, this is my childhood friend, like he gets me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was crazy because our relationship was literally built on our friendship of like 8 years. So we would talk so much. Everything was just blessed. Like,
yeah,
it was like our bond was just like this, you know what I mean? And my goal the whole time, I've been told her, I said, full court press. I ain't playing no games. You know what I mean? I'm hitting the three. I'm Curry right now, you know? Boom! You know, I was driving. You know what I mean? And then one day, it is what it is, you know. The man them came with this swagger. I came with the sauce. I had the ice in my veins at that point. And what happened?
To be honest with you,
what happened?
It was just we were spending so much time together, and I was like, this guy's kind of freaking cool. And then it just clicked one day, and I told Crystal, I'm like, I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to be crazy. She's like, what? And then I was like, I think I like Reef. And she's like, really?
Right, she's shocked.
And then I'm like, yeah, I know, it's nasty, isn't it? Because, like, we were all, like, close friends for so long, you know?
No, I already knew from the jump. I already knew. Like I said, when we used to talk way, way back the first time from 7 to 7 a.m., nobody does that just for no reason. I already knew she had a vibe for me them times, you know? But she had a boyfriend those times as well, so that's why she was trying to play it cool. But I knew she was feeling me. But long story short, everything worked out.
We're never gonna agree. We're always gonna agree to disagree because he thinks it was something that it wasn't. I was literally like best friends with him. Like, that was my guy. I had Crystal and I had Reef. Those were my people. Right. You know?
Long story short, you know what I mean? She's here. She's by my side.
And
she always says it was a shrine, it was this, it was that. But it wasn't that. It was persistent. I was persistent. I had a goal. And when I have my goals, I always meet my goals, you know? And my goal was to have her by my side. She was my literally childhood dream girl, and she's here today.
Goddamn.
Yeah, facts. It is what it is.
And now we're buying a house together.
Right. Yo,
so
that's crazy.
Time flew. And by the way, we were supposed to start YouTube a really long time ago. Like we've been together for 5 years. Why didn't we start this sooner? I don't know.
We were supposed to start 3 years ago, and we didn't.
No.
You know, we didn't do it.
I didn't want to do it.
She didn't want to do it.
He kind of like told me like, Kristen.
Yeah.
We need to jump on the tube. Like, it's fun as shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you know? And then one day I was like, okay, you know what?
Let's try this out.
I'm going to try it out. And look where we are.
Yeah. And we're not stopping here.
No.
We're going to bring you guys through the process of us literally building our home, you know, designing our home, everything. You know, one day you might see a little mini me pop out.
Oh, my God. we're not that far yet. But, guys, if you want to... You know, stay tuned to our story. Make sure you watch our videos.
Yeah.
We're gonna be taking you through our complete like couple's life story.
Yeah, straight.
And it's gonna be a blast.
Maybe one day you'll hear our first time. I know some of you guys have dirty minds out there. You know, you want to hear that.
I'm dead.
Might let you know that story is crazy. That story is crazy.
And the story of how we struggled, like literally as a couple through YouTube and everything.
Oh yeah, that story is
insane.
That has to be a documentary one day if we ever blow up. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope this story made sense because I feel like we kept going back and forth, back and forth. They're probably like, "Can you guys just slow down for a second?" But if you guys didn't understand, I don't know what to tell you because it's so complicated.
The story is so crazy because it was literally like 8 years of hard work on my end. In my mind, in her mind, it was different. She didn't see it at all. Like there was no.
It was like platonic until it wasn't.
Right. So, you know what I mean? I was going hard 8 years, to make it happen. You know what I mean? And I think God literally did it at the right time. He put her where she needed to be at that time. Because if I didn't come home, this wouldn't be possible. If I didn't make that choice. So I had to make that choice and I did it for a reason because I love her. You know what I mean? So let's end it out with a mwah,
with a bang.
With a bang. So stay tuned, guys. Smash that like button for us. You have to give us at least 1,000 likes on this video. That's all we're asking you for, so we can circulate and we can grow as a family. Because guess what? We are here, and if you guys are interested and you guys want some merch, comment below. K&R Squad will get that ready for y'all. Feel me?
All right.
We out.
See you next time.